If they want to just grab a choke at top lane, or Vladimir doesn't actually fully give us the information.
No, we don't have our answer.
He can definitely still be Irelia mid with the Vladimir Xiaohu's side once he gets level 6, and that's she.
Speaking of risky, Letme finding himself in a spot caught between two enemy players. Roxanne now gonna have to flash away. Karsa looking to make this one happen. 2 versus 2 here in the river. They're able to find first blood for RNG, but can Letme get himself away from Whippo? Stun's probably gonna come through. Whippo flashing away from that. Whippo grabs 1 kill, but now he'll surely fall. It's 2 for 1. Going over to the side of RNG, but can they get Karsa away? Whippo utilizing the power of the pack. And Cap cleans it up. It's 2 for 2. Bottom side, Uzi having to run away from Hylissang and Reckless as they go in, looking to find the stun. One more tongue lock. Flash to the power from Hylissang. Reckless needs a little bit more damage to find it. Being taken low. Almost taken down. One more shot could do it. And Reckless grabs kill number 3.
The bot lane that lost to
Teleport will be insane as Xiaohu's coming from behind Cap.
He's getting baited, no?
To find this one, it's going to be a full 2 versus 2. Xiaohu now still looking to find the damage onto Caps, who's trying to kite himself away. Unstoppable onto Brox. And Xiaohu having to try to maneuver. It's Karsa that grabs the kill onto the mid laner.
Very true. RNG also looking to secure this one. Brox maybe throw an axe over the wall. Nope, too late for him. Let's see actually we get a fight around. In a couple of minutes, he's going to be way stronger than Caitlyn, and that's going to be the lane Fanatics who play around. Let's see what happens bot side.
Bottom side is Hylissang knocked up into the air. It's a full all-in coming out from RNG. Hylissang will be the sacrificial lamb, so Reckless can escape.
Massive stacks up.
Just champion. Here's the Tamkin goal towards the mid.
There comes that mobility. Xiaohu trying to outplay this one, getting himself away. A lot of dashes around, back and forth. Can he actually find the escape? He sidesteps the tongue lash. Xiaohu with some quick feet, but not quick enough.
Very fast.
RNG can collapse here onto Fnatic. They have Karsa waiting. Wants to come around, looking to find this one. Flashing into the pole, still looking to set something up. You're going to see Hylissang coming in with the top kinch ult potentially here as well. Xiaohu able to find the kill onto Cap. Bottom side is 2 versus 2 as Hylissang falls. Now you've got the TP in from Letme as well. Broxton looking to finish off the kill onto Xiaohu. Instead going to be stunned up and nearly brought down before he can find that kill, but he does grab one onto Xiaohu. It's Karsa who gets the kill back onto Broxton, while bottom side it's still a 1 for 0. Going the way to RNG.
Ended up a 3 for 1 overall. Hylissang was trying to get there and help his mid laner, interrupted on the Abyssal Voyage and then collapsed upon. That first turret does go the way.
Facilitating the kills, getting where they need to go. We'll see now Fnatic can make their collapse onto the top side. It's Ming who's caught out. 4-man collapse here should spell his doom as Reckless cashes in on there.
Outnumber RNG, they're trying again.
Meanwhile, Uzi now found himself in a really bad spot as Caps cleans it up and grabs another one for the European.
And Fnatic needed a moment.
Fnatic top side means Drake should be free on the bottom side, but Fnatic will be happy to get some of this global gold into their pockets, taking down that top lane tier 1 turret, tying the gold lead up as Xiaohu and Karsa do have this second Drake for free. Cloud Drake needs more movement speed, and the rest of the team can now reassemble in the mid lane, but Fnatic with Rip.
It's been a much better game for Fnatic's bottom lane, and that is important to highlight compared to what has happened earlier.
Fnatic now pushed down the mid lane, looking to siege up against that tier 1. Now they're going to be collapsed on RNG, trying to make a play, but Karsa's going to drop first. Unstoppable Olaf falls down next, 1 for 1 so far. Xiaohu looking to push this even further, able to grab the kill onto the enemy support. Whippo tries to get himself out. Reckless still going to be firing, but
fairly soon. He's already sitting with about 1,000 gold in his bags. Reckless, though, is stronger at the moment. Let's see what happens bot lane. Here's the outnumbering tactic again.
Let me outnumber. Drops the Hemo Plague, just trying to buy a little bit more time. TP is going to be coming in here. Using the flash to get himself away. TP's completed. Xiaohu and Uzi both decide to show up. It's going to be Ming. It's going to be a party. And RNG brings the whole crew. Whippo tries to escape, but Karsa's coming in as well to make sure there's no way out, and RNG grabs himself 3 for free. This is exactly what we rather rapidly, down to about half HP. Fnatic looking to come in, cast flash, collapse from the bottom. Broxa has done some amazing steals in the past, but he won't be able to get in there just yet today. RNG have the Baron low, but they are going to be forced off of it. Xiaohu now going to fall in the back line, trying to fight his way out of this one. Won't be able to, and Fnatic now have access to the pick.
All of RNG respected Broxton so much that they stepped away to try and kill him, but suddenly the Baron resets and RNG, they're low.
Responsibilities have changed. It's now RNG's work to shut down Fnatic's attempt here. Uzi potentially getting caught out as Whippo hits a big ult. Cap goes on a killing spree as Fnatic now have themselves exactly where they want to be. They head back into the pit.
Now Brox is low, but that means he does the Baron faster. Are they going to try this? It looks like the answer is yes. Brox, because of the nature of Olaf, wouldn't be baited out in his ult. They clear the blast pad. Nice stuff, Fnatic. but does that mean Baron?
Hylissang flashing over the wall just to hit that blast cone and keep Karsa away. Let Me goes in. He finds the kill into Hylissang. Karsa now into the pit as well. RNG doing everything they can to stop this. Whippo on the front line, stunned up, blocked off immediately. Caps grabs the kill into Ming. It's still going to be a 2 versus 4, but Fnatic can no longer do the Baron.
This game is insane. Both teams, we're only 23 minutes into the game, are dancing around the Baron. They're not done yet.
Let Me not going to let Fnatic get away. He grabs 1 kill. Can he find any more? Can't quite get another transfusion off, but Xiaohu will like to clean up the mess. He grabs the kill into Whippo. Steric's Gage gonna proc as he makes his way out.
Finally can breathe. Flowers, a bit of a back rub here. You can have plenty more team fights to go in a moment. Every time Xiaohu comes in, there's some creeping dread, but this time it's Xiaohu in trouble.
Not even just a moment, mere seconds before another fight breaks out. Xiaohu collapsed upon by a couple different members of Fnatic here. Hylissang stunned up Xiaohu, trying to get himself away. Expertly dodging around, but only so long before he does fall to Caps.
All right, Reckless gets an Infernal Drake, and all of Fnatic, they step away. They don't want to risk a steal.
They have to go very defensive. That means they give up position. The mid lane turret goes down much later than expected. Fnatic's best ability right now is the Weaver's Wall under a turret and trying to take an objective, but hold that, boy.
Can't get himself away. Let Me coming in from the flank. That's going to be big onto the back line as Reckless tries to get himself away. Going to be taken down before he can as Proxa tries to get some revenge. Let Me take it incredibly low. He gets a double kill before he falls, but that is RNG's fight. Whippo shot to pieces by Uzi in the back line, and it's 4 versus 2.
In the flanks, taking down Reckless.
And I was going to say, Weaver's Wall behind the objective, take the siege, but make sure you look at your flanks. The flanks were very relevant, very early. Let Me gets in the back. You know it only goes one way.
Now stand with Baron buffs all over the place. They got themselves a 4,000 gold lead, and Cap may have been caught out. Now that is a huge pick for RNG, and the push will mount itself.
Uzi's also getting very fed.
And then you have a one-man siege machine in a 3.5 item Caitlyn. There is no real attempt to initiate here, but they need Caps to make something happen. This should be inhibitor, RNG.
RNG can brute force this one down rather effectively. Trap line being set up as well just to discourage any possible ideas that Fnatic may have of trying to fight back against this. One more auto attack does it, as now RNG can fall back, do whatever they like, really.
The Weaver's Wall is actually able to cut members off. Like you say, Deficio, given that Talia and Ezreal can really only hit the first target, Let Me's going to be somewhere.
The flank is coming from, that they can actually kite back.
Pulled off of the wall! An awesome collapse from RNG.
Right in the face of Caps, and he's not going anywhere.
And that was the chilling smite from range to actually pull him off the wall. The Impale after that one. Caps gone for damage. He was the one with all the gold. Sadly, the QSS, I think that time again, wouldn't have got him out. Nice play by Caps.
Was the fact that he gives up a lot of deaths, either isolated or in team fights, and the past 2 deaths have been critical losses for Fnatic.
That's why this game has really highlighted how Fnatic has played during this group stage. We see a lot of focus on getting early advantage to big plays, like this one.
Oh, Hylissang wanting to collapse on this one. Uzi into the front line, gonna be caught off, gonna be picked off! And he is out of the picture. This may be exactly what Fnatic needs. A double kill for Proxa, but Xiaohu's under the back already. Grabbing the kill onto Reckless. Caps respawns as Hylissang tries to flash over the wall to keep himself alive. Xiaohu taken very low. Whippo tries to channel the decimating smash, can't quite find it. But now with Caps back alive, RNG has to head for the hills. They will be able to pick up Hylissang on their way out. No way for that Kench to escape the bench. Goodbye, sir, as Xiaohu picks up the money for it. Fnatic shouldn't grab anything else here.
This is really a picky. So RNG had a smart plan to deal with what Fnatic was going to break.
Uzi gets himself away from Whippo's initiation. And now the 5v5 breaks out. Karsa going to be taken low, still able to find the suppression. In the back line goes Xiaohu, looking to find the damage onto Reckless. The peel is not enough, and the killing spree for RNG is only going to get better from here. Xiaohu taken low, but it's a double kill for Uzi. It's a double kill for Xiaohu, and that is going to be the ace for RNG.
That'll be game 1 as well. That time there was even the Surge Shield, but nothing can stop the Aurelia from killing Reckless. That's all it's going to be about, and RNG going to win game 1.
RNG's late game team fighting trumps Fnatic this time around. They earned the victory in what was an incredibly close game, and they'll go up 1-0.
This is the kind of game 1 we wanted to see down in that mid lane, and you want to really try and see if you can shut down Aurelion Sol. It is going to be the on top lane.
Satya is in the lineup. Top lane sub, they could not bring forth
Fnatic to keep track of Karsa's level. Bot lane might cancel a recall, and this Vladimir is here.
Oh, Xiaohu shows up at just the right time. You couldn't have done that better. pass over his opponent. Xiaohu's in a wonderful spot.
The man's never going to shop, apparently. He's a madman, sitting on 2,050 gold. Started with the boots and the refillable. Never gone back to base, and another reason why. Opening up a nice CS lead over his opponent.
It's the Empower Transfusion down, decides to throw out the Hemo Plague. Going to be ignited. He could very well burn away from this. Xiaohu! The questionable play there.
Yeah, that was a very easy kill for Captain. He can go straight to top lane.
Top side now, Whippo taken down to 200 HP. Let me know level 6 available. This is critical. Broxa does have ultimate. Let me now just finds himself onto the ultimate, but they grab the kill anyway. Broxa doesn't even need the Sting. Fnatic, who's not.
Surely that was a misclick to flash that wave for Cap, but in the end he actually stays alive. Camille is coming bot lane.
TP bottom side. Can Whippo find what he's looking for here? Issues the ultimatum onto Ming, and that seals his fate. Reckless grabs the kill as Whippo wants to make it to Uzi.
Way out for the Tom Kench. The extra dive was never going to lead to a kill, but we return to live and see that 9 minutes.
Still has flash available here as well. Not going to go for it. He knows Broxa is right there. Cap's coming up now as well. And Fnatic, 4 men strong in the top side, means that RNG gets Drake on the other side of the map, but the push will now continue. Still looking to find this kill on the Xiaohu. Whippo taking low, the Ignite continuing to burn him away. He may just still go down. He will. The pull onto Xiaohu will not find the kill yet. Caps has to use the ulti to do it. It's 1 for 3 times over the course of the regular spring split in 2018. Got 2 wins and a single loss. Now Cap's gonna be ganked in the mid lane though. It's Carson showing up, looking to make this one happen. The ulti brings him right back into the turret. The Hemo Plague's already down, and they are gonna cash in. That dragon should be Vladimir food here in only a moment. The Sanguine pull to shut him down. Broxa wants to try to make this a 1-for-1. Grabs the stun now down onto his opponent. Manages to chain it into the ultimate. Excellent use of CC. And then
a ton of hard engage and the Vladimir. So Fnatic needs to get ahead, not trade.
Well, let's see if the snowball can come in here in the bottom lane. Let me collapsed on. The damage comes through. Karsa's not there in time to make the save. Xiaohu coming around through the tri-brush here now. Fnatic needs to back themselves away. Predator in the
Mid lane, turret very, very low. So I think you got the number there, Flowers. But the top lane turret, that one's going to go down.
Shelly got that turret in the mid lane to 200 HP. Just barely misses out on taking that one off the map. We'll see Fnatic surely take that down rather soon. Only a couple of auto attacks should do it. Caps will get that right here. Put some more money in Fnatic pockets.
Somehow, the question of live or replay that Twitch chat always likes to talk about.
Here for the LPL representatives, Fnatic want to stop this. Carson down to about half HP. Ornal comes through. Cap's going to be knocked up into the air. Brox is still getting himself away. Skarner at full HP. Drake down to half. Broxton maintaining his position right on top of this. Skarner's fire is going to be captured. That could be pretty big. Got it. It's still going to be RNG who takes the objective away. Broxton having to flash out, looking to keep himself alive. Xiaohu in the front line, able to find some damage. Goes into the pool. RNG hiding themselves back now. It's Fnatic on the offensive. RNG trying to escape as Whippo goes off to the side, able to issue the ultimatum, finds the damage down onto the Zac. Let me drops to Reckless, and Fnatic have found the fight. How much further will they take the momentum on this one? Broxton goes on a killing spree, grabbing the damage. Now down onto Carson, 2 dead on the side of RNG. Can Fnatic find any more? Reckless still looking for it. Caps wants to make the play on the flank. Sanguine pull from Xiaohu. Gets gobbled up by Ming. Gonna be saved for now. Still gets himself away.
It really is like, he will get in the back line, but does he have enough damage this early on in the game to burn through the Janus shield and a monster around? Broxton's on his way. Lemmy should not be chasing out for any kills here.
Lemmy has already charged in. Doesn't get hit by the stun. Caps tries to get himself away from this one, but the counterattack comes out, and that's Caps caught out and beaten down. Throws out the voice of light. Still not going to be enough, and Xiaohu takes the goal.
Oh, Fnatic's looking
with the Drake that RNG has. That'll even up the move speed count between the teams. But it's like you said, Papa Smithy, going into this game, you wanted to see them be able to get far enough ahead. He's averaging 12.5 CS a minute right now, just hanging out and farming. Whippo pushing down the bottom lane, takes out the tier 2.
And that is the counterpoint, is that
Members of RNG occupied. Well, Reckless, Broxa, and Caps do everything they can to burn this down. They've already got it down to about half. As the fight will continue over off the side, Whippo having to issue the ultimatum, trying to get himself away. He will fall, and the RNG counterattack begins. Into the pick goes Karsa. Baron going to be taken down below 1,000 HP. And Karsa steals away. Fnatic finds disaster as Letme grabs the kill onto Reckless. Uzi grabs the kill onto Broxa. Fnatic have already lost down for RNG's sake, but they've got the push already mounting here in the mid lane. Hylissang still trying to run away. The knock-up not going to find the mark. Here comes Tom Kench. Tongue lash out of the shrubbery. The knockback from Hylissang wants to flash over the wall, gets devoured up instead, and Ming grabs the kill while mid lane the tier 2 falls to the siege.
Acid test, the breaking point of this game was could Fnatic, and sadly now, the chief amount of momentum at 30 minutes.
Yeah, we kept giving them more chances to the lane of Whippo, but he realized, okay, nothing is happening, and RNG, of course, with the Baron buff, can just push straight down the base.
We call this the piggyback strategy in the LCK, where you bring your mid laner and try to crash a turret and an inhibitor as the enemy goes, but with Caitlyn going for a siege, you can see already a lot of damage done to that turret.
Bottom side, Whippo gets collapsed on. Let Me and Xiaohu working together to burn him away without that side lane threat. It's now Fnatic looking to make the play onto the remaining members of RNG, but TP comes in. Karsa still looking to make the play, tries to use the ulti, instead going to be ulted back by Broxa. The Bloblets are in place, they're in the middle of the team, and Reckless grabs the kill onto that enemy. Uzi barely kept alive by me.
They can chase though, Reckless red buff.
Reckless does manage to find himself a double, wants to make it a triple. Broxa gets the chilling smite down. Uzi tries to get himself away from this one. More damage coming in from Reckless, wants to go forward a little bit further, needs another arcane shift into a mystic shot. And the triple kill for the AD carry.
RNG sent back their mid laner to kill Whippo. Suddenly, there are 3 members only of RNG pushing for that top lane inhib, and Fnatic, they realize they just charge straight at them.
First communication lapse in the series also for Karsa, who goes in to buy time.
Hitting the turrets.
Let's see if RNG can hold. It's the mid lane inhibitor turret that finds itself dropping very rapidly and already disintegrated. Now by the side of Fnatic, the Ornn ultimate comes through, finds its way onto multiple members. Hylissang knocked up into the air, immediately killed. Caps tries to escape. Little by little, they whittle away at the health. The redemption comes through, but the Zhonya's is going to block it. A double kill over to the side of Xiaohu as Let Me continues to hold the line against Whippo. He wants to get in, take down that inhibitor turret, go for the inhibitors themselves. Whippo's trying to provide a threat, but RNG is pushing straight for the base instead. All they need is for Let Me to hold the line here at the Nexus. Broxa wants to try to defend the base. It's a big push from RNG coming through the middle lane. They've got 1 minion, and if they protect it, the backdoor bonuses will not be available. RNG down the mid lane have the turret already, going for the inhibitor itself. Uzi putting the auto attacks into this one, should be able to find it. Whippo getting himself back from that bottom side.
And they get the 2-for-1 special here, Flowers. That's the question they packed up, ignored. The Camille taking down 1 inhibitor. They get the turret, but they don't
stop the Baron and look for a team fight.
RNG know they have to go right now. They're down with the teleport advantage. It's Karsa going in, looking to engage right on the enemy team. Broxa's already going to be taken down. No spike steal now. RNG just going to make something happen. Whippo split pushing into the bottom lane now as well. RNG need to finish this one off. They need to do it rapidly. Secured by Uzi of all people. As now they look to see what else they can find. Baron buffs trying to be used. Whippo on an Nexus burst. Able to find 1, looking to find 2. RNG has to get back. Turret's going to be taken very low. Whippo's still trying to escape. Gets himself out with a hook. If Xiaohu can do the same, that could end Fnatic's win condition. But now they found the collapse onto that very same pick. Xiaohu nearly going to be dropped down. Does keep himself alive just barely. But that is a big pick from Fnatic. They will end up being able to find that one. Hylissang now dropping. RNG with the counterattack. That's Uzi free firing. Remember, 6 items on both AD carries. Whippo looking to go for the base. He wants to end this game. Can he find it? No minions in the base just yet. Cap looking to come around and help him. Uzi is here. Plenty of damage available for this Caitlyn. Let Me flashing forward, grabbing the knockup down onto Whippo. GA is going to be procced. And that is huge. Caitlyn's so good against Guardian Angels. You proc the trap, you prime it up, you shoot him down. As
critical
Fnatic
right
goes into the Elder Drake. RNG now again having yet another problem to answer. Fnatic is so high tempo, but Karsa will again spike the objective away. Plus Elder Drake makes this RNG squad incredibly intimidating. 1 inhibitor down now, moving towards the top lane to find number 2. 5 men strong. Xiaohu hanging out around behind everyone else. He could come in on that flank very easily. 2 inhibitors down now for RNG.
Be a mistake to contest this 5v5, in my opinion, especially with the buffs rolled in to muddy the waters further. They need to recreate a split push once again, but that split push is a teleport cooldown and maybe even a Guardian Angel away from Whippo.
RNG continue the push down the mid lane, trying to siege up this Nexus and end this game. Nexus turret number 1 already shot down by Uzi. Fnatic have to make the call on where, when, how they want to defend this, because time will run out if they don't. RNG waiting on those minion waves from both top and middle to come with them so they can continue this push. Caps moves forward.
Rolling chants from the Parisian crowd. Where's the Alamo? Seems to be this turret.
Broxa are going to be interrupted now. Broxa dragging Karsa right back into the fight. Karsa trying to find the ulti, bringing Broxa right back into the lines of RNG. Can they find the damage? Broxa barely going to be getting himself away. Karsa takes the Uzi brought down. Barely goes down. Has to resurrect from the GA. Fnatic are going to hold the line for now. Broxa drops first Xiaohu got the kill on that one. He should fall here. Reckless nearly brought down. Not going to be Hylissang with the flash to keep the AD carry alive. But RNG is just too much. 5-man strong, still in the base. They'll take down Fnatic for a second time. Hylissang falls in the fountain. Whippo can't do it, and RNG will take us to match point.
RNG's late game.
Once again, the saving power of the Tahm Kench is the call.
Yeah, I don't think they care too much about using the Devour here to stop a single ability. It's more the time. Good trades from Fnatic. They're playing so aggressive.
Olaf is here.
Early tower dive.
Let's see if this works out. MLXG right down here and ready to go. Wants to come around from behind. Here it is. Ming trying to go forward onto the flash. We'll see what they can do with this one. Reckless going to be taken low, taken down. First blood over the side of RNG. It'll surely be a trade as MLXG is running the wrong way. Damage not quite finding its way onto him. We'll see who they give this one over to. It's Caps.
So this is the most classic MLXG.
People often ask what the power of that is, although this time with Bo, maybe you're in trouble.
Whippo finding himself caught between a rock and a hard place, but can he get away from it?
Level 6!
That's the Singe we all know and love. Hits level 6, pops the ultimate, and goes right back in for more vision. Bottom side, it's a 2 versus 2 as Uzi gets himself gobbled up to safety.
They're coming with the roam again. This is the strategy. Leave Whippo alone top side, let him buy time, and then try and win bot. He
doesn't even get money over. Gets
Inside jungle right now.
Broxah has no ultimate for this play. Remember, Skarner ulti could be huge, but it's not available. Ming gonna be the target here first and foremost. Stun comes out, damage comes down, Caps comes through and grabs the
one of the very big stories around Fnatic. Actually, we might have to delay that because Xiaohu is topside.
Here we go again. Just Singe things knocked up into the air. A lot of chain CC this time around, no escape.
But every time this happens, look at the minimap and notice how Caps is already direct them, because what he actually managed to do was he introduced a culture where you don't blame each other. You don't blame each other. Mid lane Caps is getting attacked.
Caps gets himself away. Flash from MLXG, but the flash after from Broxah means he's out of there. Fnatic come out on top.
And the timing on the
Reckless and Hylissang gets the push. Then Caps and Broxah shows up, and you're stuck under your turret, and you get collapsed on. But Uzi is actually able to match this push very
first 15 minutes. We're seeing RNG control pace of the game. And speaking of controlling pace,
Whippo again, caught out a bit here, tries to run himself away. Remember, he has the Boots of Alacrity for bonus slow resistance, but he's not that resistant to damage. Does go down for the third time.
Still very squishy, and they should be just stepping back. Or they can go forward and trade. Now they might die.
Ming and Uzi have to retreat from this one. Caps and Broxah showing up. MLXG looking to come in from behind. Tahm Kench ulti goes through, still looking to make the plays. Caps over the wall, going to be chased down by MLXG. And he's the first one to fall. Rise ulti comes through, able to find a little bit more damage. Ming now spinning Hylissang back out. Popping the shield on his own thick skin. The CC onto Hylissang is incredible, but not incredible enough. He'll still walk himself away. It's 1 for 0 RNG, but now Uzi goes too far forward. He's going to be punished. Ming goes down too. Awesome turnaround from Fnatic, but MLXG is still here. Xiaohu is still here, but they won't find anything else.
Execution from Ming there was very off. Wasn't expecting to re-engage from out of positioning when the flash couldn't get the Devour. We're still fighting though. This is another one of these long extensions.
Giving Broxah and Caps a little bit of false hope there as Fnatic. Again, moving members up into the river, crossing into enemy jungle territory. Glacial Fissure coming down now onto Ming. Predator has been used by MLXG as he wants to go a little bit further forward onto this one. Loses about half his health. Ming going to be the target. They know he can save anyone else. Reckless also going to be here providing firepower. Ming still barely going to be kept alive. Caps grabs the damage onto him. Xiaohu now. Whippo going in. Flash into the fling and Uzi's gone.
Fnatic were looking for a fight, and RNG thought they could take
this series. That will be turret first blood over to Fnatic. And critically, gentlemen, this is that one condition we've talked about in the past games. RNG getting first communication and team play from that Acer Predator replay. You can see right there, Fnatic coordinating well, taking down another turret now in the top side, bringing that lead up to 3,500. It'll be shrunk a little bit as Uzi grabs turret bottom side.
And we got a small example in that fight of some of the small
the Raptor Pit take control over that area, but it's Fnatic with a multi-man push in the mid lane. But if Uzi knocking down the tier 2 bottom side has an answer.
What more did you get was a question we asked in game 1, in game 2, and Fnatic have really come back. Found
MLXG are going for it. Ming could also ult in, but Baron is alive, so that would be risky.
Whippo buying time as Singed wants to do, runs into MLXG here.
Nice.
CC lockdown, no way out.
The problem solving there by the side of RNG. No real way.
Xiaohu right now, again, trying to catch Whippo, but he's the one who now finds himself potentially caught out. Fracture comes through, going to be able to find the stun on that one, grounded up.
Who's chasing who?
Bringing everybody into the picture here. Xiaohu getting a lot of damage down to Whippo, but he should still be brought down here. Caps will be given the money for that.
So they're gonna trade that pushing forward. He gets attacked. This will only happen now, while we're still fairly early into the mid game. Once we get a little bit further in and the Baron is a...
RNG thinking about maybe needing to collapse there, popping the Predator on the Olaf, but now bottom side it's Whippo using the ultimate, trying to escape from Xiaohu, who flashes forward to land the Rune Prison. TP now going to be used, Whippo trying to escape. It's going to be a split fight at the start. They've already lost the top laner for Fnatic, as Reckless is caught behind enemy lines. A little more damage to finish him off. On the front line goes Xiao, who's still surviving for now. But Tom Kench counters Skarner as they're still able to find more damage. Hits RNG with a 3 for 0.
That has started at very low for RNG.
And that save from Ming at the end is exactly why this champion with a QSS is so good. Staying here with the rest of the team. Whippo pops the ultimate on Singed. MLXG wanting to go in here, throws down the Chilling Smite. Ornn ulti coming through as well, finds its way onto Reckless. That's a big pick for RNG. Xiaohu takes the kill, and the push continues down the mid lane.
That's a strike they needed. Very nice execution from RNG. It'll get them so much. They still hold the Baron buff for 2 minutes. Mid lane, outer turret goes down, and those hopes of Fnatic forcing extra games goes down as well.
They've got the Baron buff for 2 minutes. There's no Braum ult, no Singed ult, no Talia ult. Fnatic tools are not available to stop this assault. RNG will continue for now. They lose the minion wave. Tier 2 still kept alive.
And early in the game, RNG indexed heavily on magic resist. Multiple magic resist items on everyone. It was a double Abyssal Mask game. Ryze and also Let Me on the Ornn picking it up. Now the armor is getting pieced together with the gold lead they're putting down. And Reckless going down first plays into the hand.
At a 3,000 gold lead. A little bit over a 3,000 gold lead, I should say. As the tier 2 turret goes down, that'll bring it up to about 4,000 gold.
For RNG, so they only have the mid lane wave to deal with. Can they maybe get a fight instead?
Uzi on the flank. It's not normally the 80 carry you see flanking, but when you got the rest of the team right there, why not? Hylissang trying to back himself away. Broxah looking to go for a pull, can't quite find it. 2 already dead. Reckless looking to run away. The Ornn ulti comes through. Reckless still able to sidestep that one. MLXG survives, but RNG have found themselves 2.
2 picks already. The minion wave coming in. Reckless!
Oh, make it 3. Reckless has no way away from Uzi here.
This is all with Singed still in the side wave. He's going to have to recall. He's getting consent.
Caps wants to go after Uzi, but instead he gets caught out, beaten down as well. RNG, 4 dead opponents. They push into the base. They've got themselves already onto inhibitor turret number 1.
And we said this before, yeah, RNG, they're so good at playing these scrappy games, playing games with tons of skirmishes and team fights. This is what they do so often back in the LPL. Fnatic tried their hardest to really get ahead in these games here, but every single time that RNG managed to match it and get the advantage over on their side. It is now 2 inhibs to 0, a 7k goal lead.
Nigh impossible for Fnatic to contest. They need a godly smite from Broxah to try to go in and save this one, but instead he's caught out by a beautiful prediction.
Beautiful stuff there. That is the sort of play you like to see. Ornn's skill expression, not always there. Predicts the flash, catches them out. Now there's no smite. Now it's Baron RNG.
A flash predicted is a Baron earned, and now RNG gold up yet again. They've got everybody alive. Enemy jungler dead for 30 seconds, pushing down the top side. Hylissang caught out in his own jungle, surely going to fall here. Ace in the hole comes through to seal the deal. Uzi goes on a rampage, and the minions are here to party. Seismic shoving him in. Not really a very important target. Caps now being chased down. There comes your Ornn horn as Caps gets bursted, barely getting himself away. The damage coming through. The Guardian Angel and MLXG. Reckless finds a shutdown onto Xiaohu. He's able to grab it on MLXG as well. Broxah still looking to find some more damage. Uzi taking very low. Triple kill over onto Reckless.
He's gonna look
Big
for more here.
trying to get away from this one. Surely there's no way out. A Quadra for Fnatic's AD carry. Let Me is the last man standing. They want to just provide time for Reckless to walk over here and take him down. Let Me wanting to get away, but that should not happen. Broxah wants to provide the CC. Back the kill for Reckless.
What a story. We had pushing. There were no super minions pushing in because they killed rode both waves before that all started.
A sloppy play from
Their expectations with us. It's not game one, it's not game two. They can actually win a straight 5v5.
Whippo finding his way towards the enemy team here in the river, but MLXG gonna be caught out! Big pick! Uzi fine with it.
Remember that DPS build from MLXG, not looking very useful right now for him. He dies so quickly. Fnatic and Reckless, they want the turret.
Fnatic pushing down, death ball middle. They've got the inhibitor turret already down. Inhibitor will be the target now. They take it. No effort whatsoever required.
Reckless has shown now with the pentakill and also him taking out MLXG after how much damage he can actually deal to this front line of RNG. Let me is the main tank.
Further, Whippo still wasting time.
He's still running right now. Fnatic has used 2 flashes. MLXG wants to kill. That was a very big play from RNG's side. Look at Reckless, look at Cat towards the base instead. They don't have any minions right now. There's a wave though with Hylissang. It's not close enough, and the Baron is secured, plus the Baron buff with the recall.
Look to be so. Seismic shove only finding its way onto the minions. RNG continuing to push up bit by little bit, allowing that enchanted cannon minion to do its work onto the inhibitor. True Shot Barrage fired off, only does a small amount of damage. Blocking the Iron Solari shield going to be used there to block against it. Cannon minion tanks for a while, but still goes down. RNG push continues. The next minion wave is already colliding. Fnatic wanting to stay topped off here.
Yeah, Sinchcom actually forcing in 5v5 and defending this well. It's not necessarily predicted, but it is so far sticking. You feel like Uzi is 2 autos away. Has not enough safety. There's those autos. They get 1 inhibitor. Remember, they needed a 5v5, even though there was 2 inhibitors. If something happened, needs to be fully pounced on instantly. Third and last inhibitor turret falls down.
Final inhibitor turret gone means RNG now have access to the entirety of the Fnatic inhibitor line. Will they decide to go for this one? Are they going to rotate down to that army of minions in the bottom side? Top lane inhibitor still at half HP. Ace in the hole fired off yet again. Fnatic looking for the opportunity here. They don't just want to give these away for free. You don't want to have those double super minions pouring in.
20 seconds on the flash from Whippo. Maybe then he can try and jump in, but man, it cost him so much. Because Fnatic have been sitting back and just watched multiple
complete control. Should be the first elder of the game, happily claimed by RNG.
And with 3 elemental drakes under their belt, that's quite a true damage burn. He is taking damage. If RNG take this, it's such a huge gain in map control overall. And it means the Fnatic can't do much of anything. Glacial Fissure already going to be coming out. Whippo gets himself back. Fnatic can't hold this line any longer. The inhibitor falls, and RNG's got nothing but Nexus left to look at.
It's so hard for Fnatic to start the fight. They're very split up in how to try and engage. Brawl came in from Hylissang, but no one tried to follow up because he didn't hit the correct targets. And now the minion's going to try now.
Or an ultimate comes through. This is going to be the fight. Let me able to find the control onto Cats. He's gone! And Fnatic will surely not be able to find the fight now. Skarner pull not going to be used effectively yet again. Xiaohu taken low. Fnatic still has 4 members of their roster alive, but RNG with 5 will still look to end the game. Xiaohu putting the damage on the Nexus turrets. They're still able to look for more into the fight as they proc the GA onto MLXG. He's going to look to be taken down here, but instead the damage comes through. Fnatic's members will fall, and RNG will win the fight. Reckless, critically still alive, trying to make a last-minute stand. Ming is taken low, Letney's taken low, MLXG hammering down on the Nexus, but that is game, and RNG will move on to the finals.
3-0 against Fnatic. They fell behind in the early game, but they always showed us why they are so good at fighting. Skirmishes, team fights, they can take all of them, and they keep beating Fnatic. This was one of the closest 3-0 series we have had, but RNG always showed us why they can win in the late game.
And even when they had that moment that you